The daily, you think it ain't when it is. You think it won't when it is. We are here and we do a damn thing. We gonna make sure we go out like kings and queens. Word. So here it is, hump day. Hump day on the Daily Gogetemism Show, y'all. We are live and direct. So get this thing popping. Today we're gonna get a little personal. We're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back to a place that we haven't been in a while. We may not have thought about in a while, but when the time comes, this is something that we may think about, we may think about kind of deeply when we start to get into it, and it's going down right now. So tonight on the Daily Gogetemism Show, we talking about the first person that showed you how to drink. That first person that taught you how to drink, showed you how to drink, started you off on that beer or those wine coolers, showed you how to party it up, how to have some fun, how to blend in, how to be the one, the one that showed you how to stay up all night, drinking, smoking, having a good time, being young, just doing your thing. And then, showing you how to hold your liquor and how to get it pop it, how to get it popping out there. And then we're going to talk about the first person who showed you how to think, the person who taught you how to think. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand? Do you dig? Do you know what it is? Word. So when I say the first person who showed you how to think, I'm talking about the person that showed you the deal. I'm talking about the person who showed you or taught you what time it is. The one that showed you how not to play yourself. The one that showed you how to show out, how to be an individual around people who just wanted you to be part of the crowd. You understand? I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's how it's going down on the Daily Gogetemism Show, y'all. That's how it's going down on the Daily Gogetemism Show. That first person that shows you how to drink. That first person that showed you how to think. Yes. That's how it's going down. Down. All right, now. That's what we're talking about on the Daily Gogetemism Show tonight on this hump day. It's the 10th of the month, baby. My niece's birthday today. It's all good. Summer baby. How you doing, ma? So good to see you. And that's my word. Emily Dunlap in the house. I said that Emily Dunlap and Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. How you feeling? Let's get this thing popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. The Daily Gogetemism Show. We do this every single day. It rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, well, then you just say Omar with the R. It's the Daily Gogetemism Show, and we are all up in your area. What's going on, y'all? How you feeling? What's good? So, peep game tonight, we're going to take it back a little bit. Throwback Thursday is tomorrow, but we're going to take it back a little bit today. Today, we're going to talk about that first person that taught you how to drink and the first person that showed you how to think. The first person that taught you how to drink and the first person that showed you how to think. Now, when you talk about the person that shows you who taught you how to drink, I'm talking about the first person that introduced you to alcohol or weed or cigarettes or whatever. That first person that kind of showed you how to blend in. They showed you how to party a little bit, how to have a little fun, how to let go, how to be set apart from your parents. Really, that's what they kind of showed you how to rebel. And you may have needed that. You may have been the type of person that was in your shell. You may have been very reserved. You may have been, honestly, have been afraid to have some real fun, or to have the type of fun that you thought would get you in trouble or get you strung out on drugs or have you acting a fool or get you pregnant, that kind of thing. Somebody had to introduce you to a way to let your hair down a little bit, a way to for you to kick back, relax, throw a couple of drinks back. Now, there are degrees to this thing. There are levels to the people who may have taught you how to drink, because they may have started you out on something small, or they may have gone all the way in and took you right to the liquor. You're supposed to start somebody out on beer. You know, here, have a little beer. Now, a lot of people don't like to taste the beer when they first taste it. Like, this is nasty. People be drinking this mess. I ain't drinking this. But they may have introduced you to wine coolers. Say, oh, this is pretty nice. You know, little wine coolers, kind of sweet. You know, it'll sneak up on you in a while if you don't have any alcohol in your system, because, you know, your body is not used to anything that would intoxicate it, that would get you inebriated. So you may have started off on little wine coolers, you know, going to the little lounge around the way, the little bar around the way, a little club action. It can happen while you're a teenager and ain't got no business drinking no alcohol at all. Or it can happen after you get out of high school, you go to college and you learn how to drink. It's, you know, I don't want to promote negativity, but I'm going to tell you like this. It's probably better to learn how to start learning how to drink before you get in college and go away. You don't want to learn how to drink when you are set in your dorm room, you know, because that can take you to places that you don't really want to be. That can get you in situations that you really don't want to be a part of. Shout out to my Instagram people. Thanks for coming on through. I appreciate some YOU. That's true. Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on, ma? And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow! She about to turn that out. And Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling, Charlene? Good to see me, some y'all. Listen, we're talking about the first person that taught you how to drink. And yes, you can be taught how to drink. And the first person that showed you how to think. So we're talking about that person. When we say that's that first person that showed you how to think, we're talking about that inspirational person. We're talking about that person that showed you how to keep from falling in love too fast. The one that showed you how to pace yourself when it comes to calling everybody your friend. We're talking about that person that showed you what books to read, what videos to watch. You know what I mean? How to question things, how to make your mind compute in a certain type of way so you don't just go for the okie doke. We're gonna get into that we're gonna get into that on the second half, or the second portion of the show. Right now, we're gonna talk about that first person that showed you how to drink, that taught you how to drink. It could have been your favorite uncle or your aunt or your brother or your sister or your cousin that used to come around and they was down like a submarine. Oh, yes, they was. And it kept you on the scene. It could have been somebody that, you know, a lot of us grew up with somebody that was very popular. They may have been very popular around the way, or they may have been very, very popular in school or whatever. But it was somebody that we looked up to. Somebody that we admired. Somebody that knew how to dress. You know what I mean? Somebody who was pretty, or somebody who was handsome, somebody that had some style. They had a certain walk about them. You know what I mean? You know, somebody that stood out from everybody else. And this might have been a person that showed you how to party a little bit, how to blend in a little bit, how to sip your brew instead of guzzling your brew. You know what I mean? Don't drink that malt liquor, but they might have introduced you to the malt liquor. We're going to turn up tonight with the malt liquor. We got the 8-ball for all y'all. Got the 8-ball for all y'all. We got the 8-ball, got the Miller Genuine Draft, and we also got that. We got the Red Bull, got the Blue Bull, we got the Cold 45. The shit that makes you act like a fool. We got the Cisco and the ND 2020 Mad Dog in the house. Got a little night drink, got some Wild Irish Rose. That shit that blurs out your fucking nose and your stomach and lining. Your shit have you laid out and find. Well, anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know how it is when you was younger and you was just learning how to drink. Some of y'all may have engaged in binge drinking or challenge drinking. Y'all know what challenge drinking is. Y'all know what challenge drinking is. I don't have to explain that to y'all. Because a lot of adults do that to this very day. Challenge drinking. I've never been down with that. Oh yeah, let me see how many shots you can do. We gonna battle doing shots. I was never down with that. No, I will get drunk, but I'm not going to get drunk trying to get drunk faster than you. And only because I've learned the hard way what happens when you start to get it. Once you start to let people get you going down that road. And this is what I mean by letting people get you going down that road. Because once you start challenge drinking, people will sit back and let you go ahead and drink all that shit. And they know you're going to be drunk as shit, especially if you're a female. And that's how you wind up getting pregnant and not knowing who the father is. That's how you wind up being known as a hoe and you don't remember doing none of that or any of those things. That's how things like that happen. That's how you wind up getting into a fight, damn near getting killed, and you don't even know why. That's how you wind up on social media, you know what I mean, with throw up all over yourself or shit all over somebody's bathroom and everybody laughing at you. You know what I mean? That kind of dumb shit. Now, we didn't have social media back in the day, but we had pictures. Yeah, we had that. And when you go to college, you see all this, you see that kind of bullshit. And and we also had video cameras circulating around the school, that kind of thing. And you're known for something that you're very ashamed of. And it's just not a good look. But those are the things that can happen those are some of the things that can happen when you involve yourself in challenge drinking. That's why I've never been down with that. No, I'm not racing you to do. I never liked doing shots. Number one. My thing was, if you drink a lot of liquor, then you should get drunk. You shouldn't get drunk if you only drink a little bit of liquor, but the strong shit. Like I wasn't down with that. Plus, I didn't like the taste of pure alcohol. I wasn't that kind of drinker. I mean, y'all can call me a punk, but I definitely got there, but not that way. Emily, she says, "Oh Lord, that damn Tanqueray will have you gone." Yeah, a lot of people don't like the taste of gin. I like gin. Like if I had to drink straight alcohol, it would be gin. And I think it's because of the ginger that's in it. I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like it. Carol Chamberlain says, "My friend Shirley taught me how to drink." Your friend Shirley taught you how to drink. Now, you know what? People who don't understand this shit, it's a funny thing, that you can be taught how to drink, but you can. Let's say you were the homebody type. You didn't go out, you didn't party, you didn't drink, you didn't smoke, you didn't really do that. You was sort of like a family person. You knew the Friday lineup on TV. That's what you knew. You didn't go out. You didn't have a routine. You didn't go to happy hour after work or whatever. You came home, watched TV. Well, at 7 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, whatever, I watched the news, and then I watched this, and then at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then I'm in bed by 11. And then that person comes along in your life like, all right, what we doing tonight? And you're like, what you mean what we doing tonight? I don't, what they're asking you, but since that's not your thing, you're like, well, I don't really, do nothing. You want to do something? And they're like, come on, man. Come on. I normally go to this spot. I'll tell you what, here, put on some clothes or whatever, get showered, get dressed or whatever. We're going to go out. We're going to have some fun tonight. I ain't staying in this house. And you're like, okay. Okay. So you go out with them. And they basically show you how to drink. You ain't know what to order at the bar or wherever y'all went. You ain't know how to do that. So they was like, oh, such and such. They don't, that's not their thing. Don't worry about it. I got you. So they order you drinks. You ain't even have to spend no money. Because you wasn't going to break them drinking anyway. You couldn't drink but one drink or two. And your hair, you feeling nice or whatever. You might have known how to dance, but you only danced at home. You didn't party. You may have danced when you went to a party. Maybe you went to a couple of cabarets in your life. Maybe you went to a few birthday parties, that type of thing. But you didn't really get it in. But this person showed you how to do it. Maybe ordered you something with a nice taste to it, but a good little kick of alcohol. Like Cocoa Reeb. Give me a little Cocoa Reeb and with a little pineapple juice in it. Cocoa Reeb come in the white bottle and shit. You can't even see the liquor. It's not strong. It's nice and sweet. You're going to taste the coconut in it like, oh, yeah. You at the bar. Dude asks you if you want to dance, or if you a dude, you trying to play it off like you cool, like you've been knowing how to drink. Like, next thing you know, you going to go rap to the girl. Like, hey, eyes all low and shit. You don't even know you look drunk. Hey, how you doing? My name, what's your name? My name's Chandra. Hey, what's going on, Chandra? When you live around here, you come here. Well, I come here every now and then. And it's like this is like one of my spots. We just here, doing our thing. Okay, all right. Well, you want to dance or something? You want to dance? Okay, all right, we can dance. Y'all on the dance floor. You know what I mean? You trying to play it cool, but you don't drink. You feeling this shit though. You might have been home practicing dancing or whatever. Whatever the case may be, you may not know how to dance at all. But you went out there because you trying to get, you see Shonda pretty John. She dressed all nice. You know what I'm saying? She got a little fatty on her, a little bow on me, maybe a little bow, maybe not. That alcohol be making things look good. That's really regular. Like, oh, Chandra. Chandra. And you had a good time that night. You ain't really drink a lot. You may have got some Cocoa Reeb and little pineapple juice or orange juice or something like that. You may have drunk a little Brass Monkey. Brass Monkey was a nice little drink. You ain't have to add nothing to it. It already tasted like it had juice in it. Brass Monkey junkie. Yeah. Just that shit that the Beastie Boys was talking about in 1986. Yeah, Brass Monkey. It was a nice little drink. Bottom line is, this person that showed you how to drink, that taught you how to drink, you appreciated them getting you out of the house, showing you how to blend in, showing you how to be social, allowing you to have some fun. Because you may have been playing it safe before, or you may not have had other friends or whatever. And this was somebody that you could always count on to go out, have some fun, get wild, whatever. And it had been brewing in you for a good while. Annette Davis, the number one, says, when I was a teenager, my grandparents would come over. My grandmother used to drink Imperial. She would give me a shot glass and pour her a drink. One day I poured me a shot, then her poured me a shot, then her drink. And oh boy, oh shit. And Annette, you're a Scorpio. You can't, Scorpios drink like, yeah. Scorpios, you try to drink you under the table. Only thing worse than a Scorpio drinking is a Virgo. Anyway, Annette Davis says, when I was in the military, an older woman named Pat taught me how to pace myself when I drank. And that was the beginning of the beast. Oh, shit. Now, when you think about it, though, that's really a negative thing. They showed you how to drink. So they showed you how to fuck yourself up and basically become a burden to yourself or to other people. Like, Oh, you ain't got to get all drunk at the beginning of the night. I'll show you how to do this all night long. They may have put you on a drinking schedule for the night. Like, all right, this is what we gonna do. First we come in. We have some snacks at the crib, little something to sit on your stomach before you go out to the place. But before we get in the place, I got a little flask. You turn up with the flask. Bow. We get in the place. All right, we're going to start drinking when we get in the place. But first, you need to drink a little bit of water to chase that, what we just dropped in the flask. So that'll smooth you out. Plus, they sell food in there. So make sure you order something. Now, look, something that'll soak up the alcohol. Get some mozzarella sticks. Some chicken wings, some French fries, that kind of shit. Then you start drinking for real. Now you got your stomach all settled. Those chicken wings and the French fries coat your stomach with the grease. You want the grease. You want the grease on the stomach so you don't get the grease on the stomach so you don't get the grease on your stomach so you don't get the That's how you do it. So you don't get the Then you ready to drink. So you drink, eat. So that the food is smoothing you out, soaking up some of that alcohol, and keeping your BAC level at a manageable level, just in case you get stopped by the cops with the man. Your BAC is your blood alcohol content. Anyway, now they may not have coached you that far, but they may have. You never know. It all depends on the person, person's experience that was showing you how to drink. What's going on, my man Samaj Network? How you feeling, Samaj? What's going on? But that first person who showed you how to drink, that first person that taught you how to drink, what happened to them? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are they today? Now, sadly, some of the people who may have showed you how to drink from the beginning, they may not be around anymore. It happens. Doesn't mean that they died of anything alcohol related, but they may have passed away. They may have gotten sick, because depending on how old we are, it could have been a long time ago, and they might have been your old head. They may have been your old head. So if they was your old head, hey, they was your old head. Let's say they was like 35, between 35 and 40, and you wasn't but 20 years old. Yeah, you wasn't supposed to be drinking until you was 21, but you was 20. Maybe you was 19. Maybe you was 19. Maybe you was just got out of high school. Maybe you was still in high school. Anyway, they may not be around anymore, but you remember them for that. And sometimes it can get bad, though. Sometimes the first person who taught you how to drink drank too much and became a drunk. Sometimes the first person who taught you how to drink didn't just drink. They drank, they smoked, they sniffed, and then they got involved in the crack game. That happens a lot too. So this ain't all fun and games. It ain't always sweet like that. But nonetheless, they leave an impression on you that you never forget. And sometimes it makes you smile when you think about that person. Like, yo, that was my man. We used to have so much fun. That was my dude. We stayed getting in trouble. We stayed getting in some shit. But he was the one who showed you, who taught you how to drink. Literally. Taught you how to drink the alcohol. He taught you the difference. He or she taught you the difference between the brown alcohol and the white. The brown and the white, baby. Taught you how to do this, son. Emily says, no one taught me to drink. I've always been quiet and watched my surroundings. May try what drinks. I thought maybe, may have tried what drinks I thought may be tasty alone or with Cliff. Okay. All right. Carol says, One of my brothers used to drink Black Bull Scotch, but I didn't like strong liquor. I hear you. Emily says, my cousin's showing my sons how to drink and smoke, and I don't like it. Turning my good sons out. I mean, I understand your feelings on some real shit. I understand exactly how you feel. And then David says, fuck exactly, Omar. That's exactly how it went down. He taught you how to drink. Eat, Annette. No, don't keep drinking. You gotta eat. Here, have a piece of this burger. Cheeseburger. I said, you gotta eat and you gotta drink. You gotta eat and you gotta drink. You gotta eat and you gotta drink so you won't be fucked up at the end of the night. What do you think? You gotta eat, drink some more, eat, drink some more, eat. At the end of the night, we gonna go to IHOP and get right. I said, at the end of the night, we gonna go to IHOP and get right. But what happens a lot of times, instead of going to the IHOP with your or the after hour spot with the friend that taught you how to drink, you fucked around and met somebody in the spot. And you either somewhere in the back of a car with your legs touching the ceiling of the car. You touching the dome light with yeah. Why is your feet touching the dome light in the back of the car, baby? I said, if you see the car rocking, don't come a knocking. But see, the person who taught you how to drink was supposed to, show you how to not make that happen. But sometimes they may not have known how to make that shit happen. I mean, they may not have known how to prevent that shit from happening. Yo, man, 319-527-6199, y'all. Let me put this number in here. 319-527-6199, baby. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Annette feet was on the dome light. What happened to your heels? Annette feet was on the dome light. Oh, I saw you leave the club last night. Annette feet was on the dome light. Oh man, the first person that taught you how to drink, the first person that shows you how to think. We're about to get into that thinking thing in a minute. Man. But we want to talk about that first person that taught you how to drink. And it's funny because we really, really may have looked up to that person who taught us how to think. I mean, how to drink. We really thought they was something special because we was having fun. It tapped into your carnal desires, your rebellious spirit. Your parents may have been strict and they didn't let you go out all the time. They didn't let you do what you wanted to do. And this person showed you how to spread my wings, fly away up to a bar that I've been before. Spread my wings, fly away back to our spot where we drink the... Yeah, baby. Shout out to Troop. Spread my wings, fly away back to the spot where we've been before. Yeah. And don't let it get to the point where the person who taught you how to drink took you to the same spots over and over and over to the point where where the bartender already knew your drink. Now, you know it's bad when the bartender knows your drink, your usual, and they already know to pour it up. They know your schedule. They know what time you're going to be there, how much to pour, And they also, now y'all have a relationship. You got a relationship with the damn bartender. So you may do the slick thing. Like what I would do, I would go ahead and give them all of their tip money up front. So with my first drink, you getting $10 up front. $10 or $15 up front. So guess what them drinks is looking like for the rest of the night? You don't have to tip them drinks. You don't have to tip those drinks all night long. Go ahead and get it out of the way. It's like paying for 2 drinks when you get the first one. But this is what you're going to get for the rest of the night. It's an understood thing. Bartenders get it too. Make sure y'all like the show, y'all. Press that like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. And please don't forget to share the show. Share the show, baby. Share the show, baby. Act like you know, baby. That's how it's going down. Daily Gogetemism Show. The first person who taught you how to drink. The first person who showed you how to think. The first person who taught you how to drink. That first person who showed you how to think. That's how it's going down. Daily Gogetemism Show, baby. We do this every night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the Daily Gogetemism Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? All right. All right. Okay, and then David says, I know one thing, hard liquor will definitely make me sick. But every once in a while, I'll have a glass of wine. That's what's up. And shout out to the wine drinkers out there. Because a lot of alcoholics don't think that wine is real alcohol. Why? Because it tastes good? Because it tastes better than hard liquor? Here's the thing about wine. Wine gets into your bloodstream deeper than hard liquor. So although hard liquor has a higher alcohol content, wine will stay in your bloodstream longer. You know what I mean? You think it's sweet because you drinking that Chardonnay. You drinking that good Chardonnay, and you think it's sweet like that. Like I ain't really drinking nothing hard. I'm drinking Chardonnay. And you think you're cute. Like, I'm elegant. I'm drinking wine. I'm not drinking that nigga liquor. Meanwhile, you started drinking that bottle of Chardonnay on Friday, and your ass is still drunk on Sunday. Wondering what the hell happened to Saturday. That's what wine will do to you. So people be thinking that they can just drink wine and it'll be sweet like that. You will be drunk off your ass off wine. Drunk off your ass. But let alcoholics tell you, nah, I just had some wine. Like you can smell the liquor on their breath. They'd be like, I ain't been drinking. I just had some wine. That shit don't get you drunk. You like, well, I can smell the liquor and you acting stupid. But they don't know that shit. They don't know that shit. And that's a true sign of an alcoholic too. When they regular drunk or tipsy and they don't consider that to be drinking. They only consider it to be drinking when they drunk off their ass, when they done tied one on, when they 3 sheets in the wind. That's the only time they consider themselves to be drinking. And that David says, exactly, I was a bartender back in the day. Oh, shit. Look at that set. Annette's feet was definitely on the dome light maybe once or twice. Annette's feet was on the dome light. I saw you leave the crib with the man last night. Annette's feet was on the dome light. I saw you leave the club with the man last night. Annette's feet was on the dome light. Went to the parking lot, never left the parking lot. Feet was on the dome light. Yo, I hope a baby in your stomach ain't what you got. Oh. Emily says, my first time being drunk was because of the bartender I knew. Didn't have to pay for shit, though. That blue motherfucker. That blue? Blue. I don't know. Sky Vodka comes in a blue bottle. You could be talking about. What's that Scotch? What's that? What's that Scotch? It's expensive as shit. It come in blue, red, and black. It'll come to me. Y'all know what my expensive top shelf people know what I'm talking about. My top shelf people know what I'm talking about. Carol, you was a bartender too? Well, bartenders are one thing, but them damn barmaids, now that's a whole nother. Shout out to all my barmaids out there. For those of y'all who don't know what a barmaid is, that's a bartender that has not ever gone to bartending school. So they know how to mix drinks, or they know how to pour drinks, but they really ain't got no business working in the bar. They have not been cleared for takeoff. And they're often very pretty, or they drunks themselves, because they serve drinks and then they get served drinks. Pour one for you, pour one for me. Pour one from you, pour one for me. Pour one for you, pour one for me. Pour one. I'm working tonight. Who's coming out tonight? I'm working tonight. Who's coming out tonight? I'm working tonight. It's a Wednesday night. Come on down and I make sure you get right. I'm working tonight. Come on down to the bar. I'm working tonight. Yo, jump in your car. I'm working tonight. I know who you are. You come down because I'm working tonight. We stars. Yeah. I'm working tonight. Yo, make sure you come down. I'm working tonight. Yeah. And barmaid. Yo, barmaid. Yo, barmaid. Oh, barmaid. Oh, barmaid. Yo, barmaid. Bar, barmaid. Bar, 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 bar. Yeah, y'all. All right. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, ma? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you dealing? Yeah. So we talking about the first person that taught you how to drink. You know, back in the days when you was having fun with your old young impressionable self. You was young. You was bad. Well, not bad, but you was on your way to being bad. Because you might have been getting into shit that you ain't had no business getting into. Doing things you ain't had no business doing. Feeling ways that you ain't had no business feeling. It's all good, yo. It's all good, baby. Oh, you said that's a drink, Omar. I think they mixed several top shelf together. And it was called Blue? Okay. I don't know that. You know what? In different parts of the country, they have different drinks. Like, I still don't know what a tropical itch is. Yo, Annette, you might know what a tropical itch is because you lived in Chicago for a little while. But there was this drink called a tropical itch. And you could get it. It was popular as hell out the Midwest. But we never had that shit down in Philly. I go see my peeps in Milwaukee. They like, yeah, the tropical itch. You know, let me get a tropical itch. Tropical itch. It was strong as shit. Because in Milwaukee, they don't do nothing but drink out there. Drink and smoke. Drink, smoke, eat, fuck. That's it. Ain't no other. Drink, smoke, eat, fuck. That's Milwaukee. My Milltown people stand up all day. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Drink, smoke, eat, fuck. Not necessarily in that order. Not necessarily in that order. But yeah, it was a drink called a tropical itch. And when I came back to Philly, I was like, yo, y'all know how to make a tropical itch? And they was like, a tropical no. Meanwhile, we had drinks called a crazy motherfucker and smooth bitch. Smooth bitch and crazy motherfucker. Shout out to the Eagle Bar. Shout out to all the bars in Philly that poured a lot of liquor. You know what I mean? Like there's certain places that you go to just drink. Like, we ain't gonna hang here all night. We gonna go here to get right, and then we'll go party at someplace safer. Because the Eagle Bar is not a safe bar. No matter how you cut it. I've been in there many a night. And there has never been a night when I thought I should have been in there. Do you dig what I'm talking about? That's my word. All right then. All right. Oh, shit. Carol, you worked at Waltz? Oh, shit. Oh. So, let me get this straight. You was a bartender at Waltz, Devil's Island? For my people, my Philly peeps know exactly where she worked at, especially on the north side. So, Lou and Choose is a popular bar that everybody in the city pretty much knows. And Waltz Devil's Island is where the more mature people go. So, if you're wild, young, or work for SEPTA, you go to Lou and Choose. When you're a little older, more mature, a little smoother, you don't want to deal with none of that young people bullshit and teeny bopping, you go across the street to Waltz. A lot of times, the younger people who ain't about that action, they go to Waltz. Like, yeah, I go to Waltz because, you know, sometimes it'd be too much drama at Lou and Choose. Nobody gets shot at Waltz, but right across the street, right across the street in the parking lot in Lou and Choose, well, you take your chances on that. It is what it is. Shout out to Lou and Choose. Shout out to Waltz. Shout out to that cop bar across the street from the 39th precinct. I don't even know who goes there. I know I ain't never stepped foot in there. That is too close. And plus, cops be in that one. Fuck all that. Whatever the name is, I don't even want to know. I pass by it all the time. Oh man, 2 for 1. Word up. Emily says, my first job, when the guests had their parties, we was employees partying and drinking with them. I still don't know what the hell Kenneth had me drinking. Just know it was green. Could have been hypnotic. I don't know. And this says skip hop and go naked was a pop. I've never heard of those drinks. Never heard of it. And Carol says Walt ain't play that mess. He didn't. Still don't. Still don't. There in tender touch in the dark. I don't look. I have no knowledge of what y'all speaketh. I know not of what y'all speaketh. But I want to get into this part. You know, I don't want too much time to run out. I want to get into this part about the first person who showed you how to think. The person who showed you how to think. You know, that person, that impressionable person, they may have been somebody older than you, somebody more mature than you, somebody more experienced than you, but definitely somebody who took a particular interest in you. And they saw which way you were going in your life, and they decided to offer some assistance. I'm talking about that first person in your life that showed you how to get your mind right. That person who showed you not to be chasing behind some man. That person who showed you, listen, women are going to do what they do. Don't be acting all jealous and crazy and possibly sacrificing your freedom. You don't want to do that. That's that person who showed you not to how not to play yourself, how not to speak when you're not spoken to. That person who showed you how to tell when people are lying to you, or when they just trying to get something from you, or when they're really not your friends when they're acting like your friends. That person who showed you how to think. That person who taught you about Black history, but not just Black history. They taught you about Black power. They taught you about the system of oppression. They taught you about white supremacy. They taught you about, they may have even taught you, had you thinking about life on other planets, or how come planes fly. You know, how to think about more things than just what you see on TV. They may have taught you how to watch TV. Like, listen, you watch what they're doing. All of the stuff that they have on here is called programming, because it's programming your mind. They may have taught you how to deprogram yourself from the programming that the media has given to you. So they showed you how to think. They may have showed you what books to read. Maybe you were a reader, but you may not have been an avid reader. And they got you to, they may have had things underlined, things highlighted in books. Like, yo, read this passage. And they show you, like, they may have gotten you to start reading and to start thinking critically about what you did read. They may have gotten you to the point where now you start looking at your friends and what they do and how they do, and how they spend your money, how you spend your money. They may have taught you how to save, or how not to waste money, or how to get discounts, or how to get more bang for your buck, or even what jobs to look for. They taught you a lot, but they got you. They changed your life. Maybe you were the sensitive type. Maybe you were sensitive and insecure. So every time somebody didn't like you, or you weren't popular with a group of people that you wanted to be popular with, maybe it would make you cry, or made you really try too hard to be in with the in crowd. And this person showed you that it didn't matter for you to be like that. They taught you how to stand by yourself, or how to attract people to you, instead of you having to, go out there acting like a lapdog for other people. So the first person who taught you how to think, that's probably a person that you never forgot. That was probably somebody that you paid homage to over and over and over again. And they may not have even known that that's what they were doing. They may have just been being themselves in a lot of cases. Sometimes they proactively took an interest in you, and sometimes you just happened to be around. So since you was around and they were doing what they did, they showed you. So they led by example. Tender touch in the dark. My dad and brothers taught me how to think. Carol says her dad and her brothers taught her how to think. Makes sense to me. And it says a tropical itch is vodka, dark rum, bitters, and some sweet syrups, from what I can remember. Thank you. Because I haven't been able to get that answer from anybody. Vodka and dark rum, bitters. Now I'll never know what a tropical itch tastes like. So I'm just going to take my mind all the way back to like 1997. Maybe 2003. I don't know. So anyway, so, that person, that the first person that taught you how to think, before, you may have been thinking that anything you saw on TV was real. Anything that you saw out in the world, in whatever limited space that you were in, you may have thought that was real. And that person who taught you how to think may have gotten you to see the illusion in a lot of things. They may have showed you the hidden messages and things that you were looking at. They may have opened a whole new world up for you. And you may or may not have even been ready for that world. But they were preparing you, constantly preparing you. always dropping jewels on you, always giving you brand new knowledge. And you may not have even liked school, or you may have just liked learning things in your own way. And you may have thought that you knew so much until you got with this person and they showed you like, you don't know shit. You don't even know how to get a boyfriend without showing your titties. You don't even know how to get your baby father to come around, spend some time with you, because a lot of times that's what you want, and your child. You don't know how to do that. They may have showed you or gotten you to understand the mistakes that you've made and how not to make them again. Even if you made them again, you understood the science. That person could have groomed you from the time that you were a child. You may have gotten it early, like Carol. Or they could have come late. It could have been somebody in your bloodline. It could have been a relative of yours, a blood relative of yours. Or it could have been it could have been a coworker. You know? Somebody you met at the Boys and Girls Club. Masonic Temple. The Elks. Eastern Star. Somebody used to sell Mary Kay with. Avon. Just somebody who in your eyes had it going on. They took you under their wing, pretty much. They took you under their wing and they showed you a thing or two. But they showed you something. They did more than just show you how to do something. They taught you how to think, how to work things out, how to prevent from getting your feelings hurt. You know? And they may have taught you how to be independent. You know, sometimes you may have fallen into a system of depending on them every time you got in trouble. Or they may have showed you how to do things for yourself, how to set yourself free. They may have showed you. Maybe they gave you the fishing pole instead of the fish. And you may have only been looking for the fish, but they gave you the fishing pole. They made sure that you got exactly what you needed in order to be all right. And they may have been concerned about you being all right. And you can see it. You can see that they were concerned about you being all right, you know? So I said so. You know, they took you under their wing. And sometimes they may have known that they took you under their wing, and sometimes they ain't even know. They was just being themselves. They were just being themselves. And you were being your previous self, but they turned you around to a different self, a more independent self, a self that was self-sufficient, a self that seemed to be self-made to other people who didn't know where you got it from. So what happens? What happened to that first person, the first person who taught you how to think? And I say the first person who taught you how to think because there may have been many other people who showed you how to think later on. You know, as you learn more, it's never over. It's never over. So they may have put you on with more and more things as life went on. You know what I'm saying? But the first person who showed you how to think, you're not likely to forget them. But what happened to them? Are they still here? Are they still around? Just because there's someone that you loved and admired and cherished, it doesn't mean that they were going to always be there. It doesn't mean that they were always that y'all remain friends. Y'all could have been separated emotionally or by real distance. You could have moved away. They could have moved away. Well, what happened? What happened to the first person who taught you how to think? When I think about this, I think the first person who taught me how to think, well, definitely my parents. But I'm trying to think whether my mom or my dad had more of an impression on me. I'm leaning more towards my dad. He definitely taught me how to think in terms of where women are concerned. Sometimes that was a good thing, and sometimes it wasn't so good. But he definitely taught me to deal. Like, I think my dad showed me how to protect my feelings, how not to get my feelings hurt, and some other things that I'd rather not mention. It's not good here. Can't reveal everything that he said, but he definitely taught me to deal when it came to women. But the crazy part about it is he didn't teach me to deal when it came to relationships. Like, what I've observed my dad doing in relationships is different than what I've looked for in my own. 90 seconds. But he did teach me about women. Like, basically, it was like, well, let's just say this. I'm very thankful for what he taught me. But my big brother taught me how to deal with men. He gave me a lot of info on that. And he was only a couple of years older than me, but I looked up to him tremendously because he taught me how to stand up for myself. And basically, he taught me how to be like, man, fuck y'all niggas. Even though that's not really how he was. But he taught me that shit. He was like, listen, you do you. You be the man that you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about them cats, blah, 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 blah. Even though he worried about them cats. But he gave me what I needed at a time that I really needed it. The thing is, I held on to it and he kind of let go of it. But it happens. But he was instrumental, very, very instrumental at a time when I needed him the most. And he gave me what I needed. He definitely taught me how to think. A little bit when it came to girls too. Yeah, definitely. A lot of that, actually. A lot of that. And when I think about it, they may have created a monster. T. Carey Wright is all up in the place. I'm coming through a little late, but I'm glad to see your face. No, you had been here. Oh, you was just quiet. My bad. And that says, my grandfather was an elk and very high ranking. Okay. You said they're all resting in paradise. The people who taught you how to think, they're all okay. All right, that's what's up. TK Wright says, the first person who taught me how to think was my great-grandmother. My cousin, who was raised by my brother, TT, brought out the goofball in me. Okay, all right. Yeah. I tell you, like, when it comes to the person who showed you how to think, like, they are so instrumental in your development. You know what I mean? Like, I think that the people who teach you how to think, I don't think they really realize the jewel that they put in your hand. You know what I'm saying? And it could have come at a time when they were still learning, they were still growing, they were still blossoming and trying to find their own way. But they gave you something that was right on time for your development. You needed that. You needed it like air. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, son? You know what I mean? They gave you what you need, baby. That's a drop top Z, baby. But you know. Shout out to the people who taught us how to think, man. And peace to whatever happened to them. Hopefully they're still here. And if they're still here, hopefully there's still a resource they are still a resource for you. And then if they have gone to glory, if they're resting in heaven, hopefully their spirit still guides you, still protects you, still follows you around and makes sure that you stay out of trouble and that you are guarded. And because their memory still lives within you, they're still showing you how to think. They show you how to drink. They show you how to think, show you how to drink. Before we do these birthday shout outs, let me ask y'all this. Is it possible? Do y'all think that it's possible for the same person who taught you how to drink to be the same person who shows you how to think? Is that possible? I don't know, son. That seems like a tall order to me. But, stranger things have been known to happen, right? Stranger things have been known to happen. Hopefully, if they are the same person who taught you how to think and taught you how to drink, hopefully they weren't like super drunks and taught you all the wrong thinking, because that can happen. If the person who taught you how to drink is the same person who taught you how to think, and that's all you got, you doing that one-stop shopping, hopefully that ain't your Walmart, baby. You don't want that to be your Walmart superstore. Don't want that to be your Walmart superstore. They taught you how to drink one more. Let me get another shot. I'm going to show you what I got. Everything is all good. It's all hot. Let's get out of here, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs and let's get on up out of here. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 10th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special, because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box. Robin Adside, turning 59 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Robin. And also Chandra Carpenter, turning 48 years old today. And Kelly G. Tilley, turning 50 years old today, 1970, baby. And 1970, baby. Word up. Good looking out. And also Nicole Daniels. Oh, hold on. Nicole Daniels, happy birthday to you. And Rio King, turning 28 years old today. And Natasha Brown, turning 42 years old today. And Ann Boscom, turning 63 years old today. And Elaine Morgan, turning 52 years old today. And Rashida Hatcher, my little baby sister-in-law, happy birthday to you. And Kenny Williams, comedian Kenny Williams, turning 51 years old today. That's my man. And Faye Moore, New York. And she's raising money for the fundraiser for Mental Health Foundation. Happy birthday to you, Faye. Go get her. And also David Parr, last but not least, David Parr, turning 49 years old today. Happy birthday to you, David Dave. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious June 10th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing and do the thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings and do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, hey yo. Check it out, right? The first person who taught you how to drink, hopefully you didn't go too far and start making yourself into a drunk or alcoholic, or even moving on to hard drugs and becoming an addict and having to spend time in the rehab, going back and forth to that thing, losing your family, your job, and your life, and your sense of self, and all of that, looking all shot out. You know what I mean? You know, you see some people out here 45 years old looking like they 67. That's not a good look. You read from the wrong book. Not a good look. not a good look. Come on, y'all. You look like you're scared and shook. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. You shouldn't need a drink every day, morning, noon, and night. But it happens. So hopefully that didn't happen to y'all. And hopefully the first person who showed you how to drink, taught you how to drink, is one of them people that was still good people. Because just because they showed you how to drink doesn't mean that they were totally irresponsible, wild, and crazy, out of control. It can just mean that they showed you how to have a good time. But there's more to life than just partying and drinking and smoking and dabbling in substances, sex and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully they knew that. Now, the person who taught you how to think, the person who showed you how to think, hopefully y'all still like this, whether they here or still with you in spirit. But, I mean, thank the creator for sending you that person. Thank the universe for sending you that person just when you need it. Just when you need just when you needed it. Word. And listen, man, a lot of times we're teaching each other how to think. You know, we do this show and we talk to each other. We communicate with each other. We have a good time. We laugh and we talk about things that have happened in our lives or whatever, you know, things that we've gone through. And we express our feelings on current events or whatever the topic of discussion is. You know, we're showing each other how to think, whether we know it or not. Even when we disagree, even when we think each other are wrong, we're still showing each other how to think. Because once the more thinking that you are exposed to, the more variety of resources that you have to draw from, and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the more positive things that social media has given us, and I'm glad to be here. And I'm glad that y'all come through and support. Make sure that y'all like the show. Make sure y'all push that like button and make sure that y'all subscribe to the show. If subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed thus far. Make sure that you share the show. Don't let it just be your show. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it just be your show. Don't let it just be your show. We down like a submarine, struggling to keep your sneaks clean. Oh, by the way, shout out to my niece Summer Morgan. It's her birthday today. I almost forgot. And I still haven't called her today, so I got to call her, send her a little something, and cash app a little something. Let me go ahead and cash app a little something. Yeah, I mean, with a little pretty stuff. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. 23 years old today. I can't fucking believe it. 23. I'm like, what? Why? What happened? Where have all the flowers gone? Time passing. All right, man. Let's get on about it here. Listen, man, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. Thanks for coming through. I love y'all to death. I resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We will be right back here tomorrow night. Throwback Thursday, 7:00 p.m. Make sure y'all come through, and I will see y'all then. So on the Blog Talk side, I get back, holla back. Thanks for coming through. I'm glad that we did that. I holla. It was in the wait. It was 0-3 freaks. We was all in the bed. We'll bust the fat nuts. Turn around and did said, I holla. Yeah, you showed me how to drink, and you showed me how to think, and you showed me how to make sure that my breath don't stink, and to drink that white and sometimes the brown, but make sure I hang around and everything will be okay. We do this like every day on a Sunday, Sunday to Saturday, and it's all going to be a much better day. I get with y'all tomorrow, and it's going to be all good. I hope that this thing has been understood. Word. All right, y'all, peace. Yeah, man, I get back. I love is love, baby. Peace.